having done that activity, you can see that the states were really divided. It was pretty split as to which states wanted the Virginia plan and which states wanted the New Jersey plan. So their solution is the Great Compromise. Instead of picking one plan or the other, they decided to do both plans. So they decided to create a two-house system. So in Congress, there's going to be two separate houses or two separate groups of representatives. In the House of Representatives, the population would depend, or the representatives would depend on the population. So here in your notes, write in number of reps would depend on population. House of Representatives is just like the Virginia plan. Okay, so the bigger your state, the more representatives you're going to get. On the other house, it would be the Senate, and this is where each state is going to get two representatives no matter how big they are. That's just like the New Jersey plan. So instead of picking, the Great Compromise is they do both, the Virginia plan and the New Jersey plan combined together. This way, in order to pass a law, it's got to go through both the House and the Senate. So both sides are being represented, making big states and small states happy with this compromise. However, the second they decided that representation in the House would be based on population, that brings them to their question of what do we do about slavery? Do we count enslaved people as part of our population, giving then more representation to mostly the southern states? So here's our problem. What do we do about slavery? The solution was the Three-Fifths Compromise. They decided that it would not be fair, in their eyes, to count enslaved people as a full person. Enslaved people don't vote. They don't have a say in their government. But the South really wanted to count them as part of the population because then they would be getting more representatives in Congress. So they kept insisting that they wanted to count them. The North didn't think that was fair. The North doesn't have as many enslaved people, therefore it wouldn't have benefited them to have counted the enslaved people. So their solution was the Three-Fifths Compromise, where all enslaved people would be counted as 3/5 of a person, for representation as well as taxation. So the North agrees to let enslaved people be counted as 3/5 of a person, but it also means that the South is taxed for each of their enslaved people. And so the South will get to count them, but they also have to pay more. So this is called the Three-Fifths Compromise. Again, kind of horrible that we had written in our Constitution that enslaved people would count as 3/5 of a person, but this was a way to keep the South happy and feeling that they were getting to count them as part of their population in order to get more representatives. So make sure you write that in these notes here. What I want you to do for the remainder of the day today is I want you to look at a few more of these problems and solutions. So continue reading in your notebook about the problems and then write in the solutions here. So you're going to do this page and you're going to do this page, reading it and filling this out in your notes. That's what you need to do for the remainder of today.